Some weeks ago, my friend Rose tagged me on her video about a random color challenge. And it looked like so much fun, and I really wanted to do it. But it was a little bit intimidating for me because I have a little bit of trouble with giving up control, and that seemed like I wouldn't have any control at all. But today I decided to give it a shot. I'm just gonna bend the rules for myself a little bit. What I am going to do is select all of my random colors first and then see what I can make with those. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Paula and let's get creative. Because I am bending the rules a little bit, I am going to try to do other things in the challenge as similar as I can to what Rose did. I mean, she was the one who challenged me, so I bought this little box that I'm going to paint because she painted a box. And because Rose did end up choosing 10 random colors for her project, I'm going to use 10 colors too. Because I am choosing all 10 colors at once, I'm matching them to existing paints or art supplies I have as I get them, just to get my brain working and having a better picture of what I have, matching them the best as I could. I did take screenshots to make a digital color palette later. First color was that teal. Then this sort of olive green, okay. Then this very bright blue. Followed by a purple, a lighter kind of pinkish purple, a saturated purple, same green we got before, so I'm not counting that one, but getting another one. And then, oh, lucky, the color of poop. Kind of like a burnt sienna, I guess. Then a desaturated kind of purple again, bright teal, and then this dark green followed by a very bright green. Okay, so that makes 10 colors, loads of cold colors, and I guess that's good. Had them all laid out, and then I figured out I had similar colors in paint markers, and that was easier to have out to plan visually. So here comes my sketchbook, and of course I drew the box. When I saw that burnt sienna, I thought poop, and then I thought teddy bear, so I'm drawing a bear. I thought it would be nice to have him next to the box, like maybe holding it, and then I thought, okay, maybe it's a bear that's lying on the box. And what I can do is model it out of clay, yay. And to use the bright green, I thought maybe he could be wearing a froggy costume. I got excited by this idea, so I grabbed the foam clay before figuring out what to do with the rest of the colors. So impulsive, creative me now had a project, and I needed a lot of clay. I was taking it out and putting it on top of the box to figure out how much I would need for the bear so I could color the clay. You can also do everything white and then paint on top, but for this one, I thought this would work better. I don't know why, I just did. To get the color, I added some of my brown craft paint, which immediately looked like the wrong color to me. So I brought the burnt sienna straight from the tube because that's the perfect color, using my very fine golden acrylics. I removed the craft paint and started mixing. As I mixed, I noticed I was going to need a lot more paint. So I added more, worrying about how much of my fancy acrylic I would need. But luckily, I found another tube of the same color that was almost dried out, so I brought that one in, and that was a good thing, because I had to add paint 3 more times to get this shade. Yay, now I had the clay to start with the body, and I wanted him to look fluffy, as much as a plushie as I could. I had to wash my hands to continue modeling because the dry paint was sticking onto the clay and creating clumps. Okay, so a potato shape for the body, and I wanted it to look thick like the flower I made. Once I had made the should I call them indentations? I don't know. For the legs, I modeled 2 chunky legs as well, and I took my little knife to push in to try to make them look chubbier. Then I started to put everything together on top of the box, using a silicone mat to prevent it from getting stuck onto the box altogether, because with this clay, you don't really need glue or to wet it for it to stick to some materials or to stick to itself. I tested the legs and I liked how it looked, so it was time to model the head. First ball, way too small. And I was thinking, oh, did I mix enough clay? I had to grab a bunch more of clay to make the head the right size. So I quickly made the arms to make sure I had enough for everything. Here they are, and now that I had all of the bear parts, I needed some green for his froggy cap because I needed that to attach the head to the body. I struggle so much with getting clay smooth, all types of clay. I just keep at it so much because I love it. The froggy cap was a struggle until I thought about grabbing this wooden egg to help me shape it, and it helped. It actually worked perfectly. So now I was able to put the head in and put everything together, head and arms, and I thought my bear was coming together really nicely. I then pushed the clay in again to make 2 little holes to put the frog eyes in. But before putting them in, I wanted to show you what I was dealing with that day. There's construction next to my home, and they're doing something in the ground. And you can see how much my camera shakes and the noise. It won't stand in the same place, and you can hear the vibration. It was just so awful and so disturbing. So if you see some weird camera movement, that's why. Anyhow, green balls in to hold the frog's eyes. Then pushing the clay in again to give the bear some fluffy ears. I also pushed in with a knife, creating creases in the clay to make it look more like fabric. Same for the bear since it's supposed to be a plush. I made stitching marks all over it. Gave him a little bow, and it was time to add more details. White eyeballs for the frog. I added the bear's nose and his eyeballs, all with black clay. And remember this face looking all cute because as soon as I put the second eye in, I started to ruin it by staining the socket with a little bit of the black. Again, I made another mistake on the mouth when I put some black clay in there, which I shouldn't have. I didn't need it. So I stained the bottom of his face with black too. I tried to fix it by adding a bottom lip, like a little smile, but I just made it creepy and worse. I don't know. I didn't like it, so I left it to rest a little bit, and I mixed purple and pink to create that weird pinkish color to add some more details and use another color because at this point I've only used 2 out of 10. I also made a little heart for his bum because I love doing that. And then I try to fix the black stains on the face by covering them with a paint marker that I thought matched. But I didn't notice it dried darker. I was using the wrong shade of brown, so I basically ruined the face. You'll wait, you'll see. At that moment, I thought the bear was done, so it was time to paint the box. Because I had so many shades of like green and teal, I chose the dark turquoise to paint the whole thing. It was time to mix the color, and I tried getting it as close as I could, but I'm not great at mixing colors. I don't think I have the patience to fetch the color mixing knowledge from my brain to try to do it more accurately. It's not perfect, but I thought it was close enough. So I painted the whole box, and 2 layers later, I wanted it to be a little bit more special by adding the bright green to the sides of the drawer. A little something cute to find if you open it. And when I was painting, I noticed that, oh no, look at him in the back with the brown patches. He looks so bad. Here's a close-up. I try to fix it again. Now with the Posca, I felt taking paint out of the marker and applying it with a brush would even things out. I think it's a little bit better, but I was sad about that because it's just not the same anymore. But I'm learning like I always do with clay. Now it was time to use all of the other 7 colors that I had somehow. Joke's on me. I had all of the colors, but I didn't really plan ahead as much as I actually needed to get the best result. I just got carried away with the idea of molding a bear. The first thing I drew to try to use all of the colors was a little star and a fluffy cloud, because since the bear is a plushie, I thought maybe a children's theme. Added a second star with that blue. Second least favorite color, to be honest, and I think that's what made me go back on this concept, because I'm looking at it now while I edit and it looks okay. But I got super frustrated super fast because nothing was really clicking. I didn't have a solid idea. The cute bear was it for me, and now I had to use all of these colors. Before going into an artistic tantrum, I chose to sketch again, but this time using the markers. So I brought in another sketchbook to try a new idea. what idea? Well, since the bear is wearing a frog costume, I could do something pond related. Yeah, my ideas were running dry. Okay, so pond plants, I could use all of the colors by making different types of leaves and adding little details like flowers, and it was okay. But then, again, as I painted, I thought it looked terrible and I couldn't really see it coming together. So I thought I would stick to the idea but make it more playful and cartoony. Took it to the box and immediately hated it. I was so frustrated, I couldn't reach the clarity to try to carry on and trust the process. So, artistic tantrum in process, and I just painted over it. And I also painted over the side with the cloud, not even thinking. I just scratched it all. And again, now I'm thinking maybe the clouds would have given me a better final result. Well, too late. I ate some chocolate, a lot of chocolate, and tried again. I added the blue last. I was really struggling with how to use it. It's so bright, and I feel the rest of the colors are more muted. And my brilliant idea to incorporate the blue was to add circles. They are symbolizing the pond's water as bubbles. I don't know. I also extended the design to the edge of the side, and I felt a little defeated, but I just decided to go on with it and finish the whole box. All sides painted, time to join the bear with his box. I was using my heat gun when the glue started to pour down the side because I put way too much and because gravity. And here's my brightest moment of the day. I did hesitate for a little while, thankfully, but I couldn't resist the glue dropping down, so I picked it up with my bare finger. Oh my God, ouch, hot glue, Paula, and I used my finger. Instead of looking for something to remove it, I thought it had cooled enough. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad. It didn't rip my skin like it has in the past, but still, dumbest moment recorded for now. Okay, the bear is on, but his face, I think it's still a little weird. And take a look at it. Challenge completed. All colors in. Yay me! But no, I know it's done, but before doing final shots, I thought it needed to have more personality or more of my style. Who knows what I was thinking. I just willingly stuck my finger in hot glue, remember? So maybe not thinking much. I grabbed lighter versions of the colors I used and decided to do a little outlining, like the offset outlining I like doing in my illustrations, and I thought it would make it happier somehow. I don't know, but I did it. It's okay, maybe it was an improvement. You be the judge. Here's the side without the lines, and here it is with the extra lines. What do you think? I love the bear. Maybe I should have gone with the clouds. I don't know. When I see things editing, they look different. Maybe because I'm no longer frustrated. Who knows? I have second doubts about my decisions. I'm going to link Rose's original video for you to see the challenge, and I'm also linking Ashley's video. She tried this thing too. And rumor has it that Di will try next, so go subscribe to her channel too. I hope you did enjoy my take on this informal challenge we're trying. And since Rose tagged most of our friends already, I'm going to tag someone new in the comments. We are not friends yet. That's an understatement. She doesn't know I exist. But maybe she'll see the comments and join, or maybe you can suggest who can join next. With that, I hope you have the most wonderful day, and I'll see you in the comments. Bye!